What up, world? Welcome back to another episode of An Entrepreneur's Journey. My name is Nicholas Coriano, and I just spent a lot of money. So I want to document my journey. I want to show you guys what I did. I invested in some stocks. I took a large stock position this Monday. Today's 11/28, November 11/28, 2017. I took a giant position. I stayed up all night. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, you probably saw my live stories. I was up all night on Sunday the 26th. I placed the orders, and I want to show you guys what I bought because I want to document it so I know what happened later on. I could always look back at my account, but as you guys know, on YouTube, I'm documenting my journey as an entrepreneur. So let me share the screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. And if you guys see this, this is my Excel file. This is what I was up all night doing. So a few things that you probably won't notice here. This says move 4 of 10. This is something I got from Warren Buffett, who said if you act like you only have 10 moves left when you're investing, you'll probably get rich. And it makes sense because you're probably doing things that, you know, it's your like it's your last move. So while I was putting some companies here, remember guys, I'm not recommending any of these stocks. I'm not telling you guys that these are good investments. This works for me. It works. Everything works different for somebody else, or doesn't work. So these are the stocks I was looking at. I didn't buy all of them. I actually went and did some homework on the revenue side. If you notice something about this chart that I put together here, there's no stock price here, right? So if you guys know anything about stock investing, or if you don't, please don't go and put your money somewhere where you don't know. That's the number one rule. Invest in what you know, or one of the rules. But the stock price is not here. What I care about is the revenue, the debt, and then how much they actually want for the whole company, which is known as the market cap. That's over here. I put this over here. But if you look at some of these numbers, you'll see that I highlighted the ones in the green. The ones in the greens are the ones that have positive revenue growth and positive net revenue growth. So net revenue is the profit, right? So you can have, like Amazon here on this yellow here, you can have positive revenue growth like they did here, but then have negative net, right? They're not making any money because they keep quote unquote reinvesting it. For me, I wanted a mix of e-commerce. I'm really betting heavy on that sector, as well as tech and a steady dividend. So I wrote down my rules here for investing. I had a buddy of mine went on a camping trip a while back, and he said, you know, you should probably write down your rules for investing, which is probably good because I have them, but I need them written down somewhere when I'm making the move. So my first rule is think long term, and then I didn't put them in any order. As I thought of them, I put them down. Always produce income from your stock portfolio. That's my personal rule. Some people are all heavy on equities or stock that, you know, don't produce dividends, but I want to produce dividends 365 days a year. That's my goal. Remove emotion, but don't forget your intelligence. You know, it gets very emotional. Buy on the numbers, but don't forget your intelligence, because there's sometimes that the numbers are not telling the whole story. And I'll get back to that when I go through all these stock picks that I did. Act as if you have limitless money and you could buy the whole company. So I always ask myself, if I could buy the whole company, which one would I want to end up with? Same rule here again. If this is the last investment you would make, and it's the only one you can make, what company would you buy? And this helps me prioritize, and it doesn't necessarily make me pick only one company, which there's advantages to that, but there's safety in spreading out. So I like a little bit of both. And then another rule is, what if you could only hire one guy? So if you see one of my columns here, it says founder-led. When I'm investing in stocks, I really take a strong approach of, is the founder there? Is the guy who's an animal like Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos or the Google guys, are they still there? Because if they are, I trust that management more than just some Joe Schmo from Harvard that they put there. What does your gut tell you is another one of my rules. And then my last rule is make a decision and live with it. So this is a spoiler alert. This is what I ended up buying. 14% in Facebook. I spent $22,899. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. So this is what it ended up buying. I put the orders in at market order. This is my Ameritrade account. This is what they ended up buying at. So I bought 3 shares of Google. I spent $3,000 on Google. I spent $1,000 on Microsoft. And I'll give you my rationale for these as I go along. So $3,000 on Google is really because of Sergey and Larry. These guys are two. If I want a certain pool of people, if I'm spending my money to invest in companies, I'm also investing in their management. And I'm always very concerned with who am I giving my money to? And these are guys that have showed, improved again and again and again. and their portfolio is really strong. They own YouTube. They own all of our data, basically, and they're making money hand over fist. So if you look over at Google here, they're making 46 billion and 55 billion and 66 billion and 74 billion, and they're always net income is positive over here, and that's also going up. So that was one of my bets. Let me take you back. So again, that was a founder company, and I'm betting on technology because I'm only 35. So even if in 10 years, 20 years, these things are gonna be the next. And my bet is that they're gonna be the next big companies. Microsoft. This is a play on dividends. I want to produce income 365 days a year. So I had to buy. You got to buy stocks that produce dividends. And Bill Gates is still here. So again, another founder-led company. LTC is a stock that is a real estate trust, and it has real estate for long-term healthcare facilities. This one produces a monthly dividend. So the reason I bought this was for the monthly dividend, and because I'm betting on a lot of the baby boomers getting older and have to go into long-term care homes. So that's, again, but this is the main reason I bought this, is really for my dividends. Of course, look, they have to meet for the most part, they have to meet the criteria. Is the revenue going up? And here, these guys' revenues were going up. These guys' net revenues were going up. So again, this was a buy for me. Then Home Depot and Lowe's. As much as I've talked on this channel about how buying a home is a dumb idea first, you should invest your money first, I believe that 99% are going to do what they're going to do, which is go and buy a home. And if there's a lot of excess inventory in America, and whether it's buy or rent, there's going to be a lot of money spent at Home Depot. So whether you buy your home and you're fixing it up, or you're a landlord and you're fixing it up, a lot of trips to Home Depots and Lowe's. And I split it for diversification. For safety, one, I'm betting on the sector. Two, all their revenues are going up. They haven't missed a dividend. And this gives me 8 payments of dividends. So my goal is to get it 365 days a year. This knocks off 8 of these payments a year. Then I bought Facebook. I'm betting on the kid here, Mark Zuckerberg, man. He's a beast. Buy Amazon, you buy Instagram, but then you buy WhatsApp, and you look at this kid's revenue, and I call him a kid because he's the youngest out of all these CEOs. And 5 billion, 7 billion, 12 billion, 17 billion, 27 billion. You want to tell him? I'm not stopping this kid. I'm putting my chips on this kid. And the net revenue exceeds Home Depot. So Home Depot has $94 billion, and this guy's making $27 billion. But net, Home Depot's only bringing home $7 billion, and Zuckerberg's bringing home $10 billion. So again, I'm betting on the founder here. That's a long-term play. I'm betting on technology. Amazon, same deal. I'm really heavy on e-commerce. I think the world will shift there. Only 5% of retail right now is on e-commerce online, and there's 7 billion people in the world, and only half of them have access to the internet. So there's a lot of room for growth, whether they do it with just 3.5 billion that are online now, or they capture the new 3.5 billion that are going to come on. I like Amazon, and I like Bezos. I'm not betting against that dude. He's a rock star. Alibaba. I'm betting here on e-commerce again. I'm going heavy on e-commerce. I'm young. This thing doesn't pay a dividend, but Jack Ma, if you've ever heard Jack Ma speak, I love that guy. I'm going to bet my money on him. And if you ever look at the revenues, he's going to outpace Amazon. He has outpaced Amazon. I apologize. So last year, they made 158 billion. I've been to China, spent the summer in China. They're growing over there. There's 1 billion people over there. So if I'm betting on growth here, they had 34 billion, 52 billion, 76 billion, 101 billion, 158 billion. Come on, people. Can you count that high? That's growth, and he's net positive all the time. So that's my breakdown. I kept cash in my position. So I spent 22,000, but I kept another 13,000 in cash to buy these down in case they go down. So the goal is to get on up past it. So this is the total value of the portfolio. I'm not going to yell it out too much, but there's another move to be made here. So this is 4 or 5. Now on 5 or 10, I'll keep you guys informed on what I do next time. But that's really it, man. I hope that somehow this helps you guys. If you have any questions about investing or anything of the such, let me know. Put a comment in the section below. And I hope you guys are rocking. I hope this was helpful. And let me show you guys one more thing before you guys leave. Hold on, one more thing. I'm going to show you guys. This is, I don't just do it on the Excel file, man. I'm a visual guy. So here's a place where I actually write down my dividends and my goals of having, dividends 365 days a year, because my goal is I want to be able to sleep, wake up, and there's money hitting my account all the time, all the time, all the time. So right now we're on, I got to update this, but I think we're on 65 days of the year. And my target deadline is December 31st. So I got to get to work and got to go make more money, because the money doesn't compound that quickly unless something happens here around Christmas time, man, with all this e-commerce talk. I see a lot of cardboard in the trash can, man. I think a lot of people are ordering online. We're going to find out for sure. That's what I like to say. Thanks for joining another episode of An Entrepreneur's Journey. My name is Nicholas Coriano. We'll talk again soon, guys.